It's Unit 10, Lesson 2. Today it's about dot plots and frequency. When I think about frequency, I think about how many times something happens. So I'm just going to count up how many times something happens or how many times a number appears. That's what frequency means. So we are going to create a frequency table, and then we're going to do a dot plot using that information. The very first problem says the following data points represent how many goals a player scored each season. Down below, it's 45 goals, that's in one season, 43 the next year, 45 the year after that, then 44, then 44, then 44, and in the last year, 47. We are going to count how many times each number appears. So I see that the first number here is 43. So here's 43. It looks like there's just one. So I'll write 1. Then there's the number 44. Here's a 44, here's a 44, here's a 44. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 45, 45, 45. That's 2. 46. Oh my goodness, there aren't any 46s. So we'll say 0. And then 47. Only 1 for 47. So this is a frequency table. Count how many times each number, each data point appears in the list. Okay, now for the dot plot. I'm going to use both of these pieces of information to put a dot above each number. So here we go. 43 goals happened one season. So I'm going to put one dot above the 43. Dot. When I make dots, they all need to be about the same size. So there's my first dot. Then I'm going to look at 44 goals. 44 goals happen 3 seasons. So again, I need to have roughly the same size dots. So there's 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Okay, moving down, 45 goals happen in 2 seasons. So what you'll notice now is that I'm also trying to line up my dots, and I'll show you what I mean here. If I made straight lines going across, right? If I made straight lines going across, come on. Made straight lines going across, can you see how they line up? I don't have this second one like up here or on the line. I'm just trying to match them up pretty nicely. You do not have to make those lines. If it's helpful, you could. Right? I don't really particularly enjoy them, so I'm taking them away. All right, 46 goals didn't even happen one time. So I'm just going to keep this one blank. I'm not going to put one here. Don't do that, right? Because it didn't happen at all. We're going to leave it blank. And then the last one, 47 goals happened one time. So above 47, again, I want roughly the same size dot. There you go, right there. This is a dot plot. It reminds me a little bit of a bar graph, if we put a bar graph above. And again, you might remember that we did something very similar when we played Blocko way back at the beginning of the year, right? Well, I guess it was middle of the year, right? If it's a dot plot, you don't actually put those bars around, but that's how it works. There are 2 more examples that you need to do. The next one is about selling cars and how many months. And then the last one is about how many fish a kid caught each time they went fishing on a Saturday. Don't forget to check your answers against the answer key by the door.